Get ready. Hey guys, it's me, Mandy. I don't know, I'm doing that. Alrighty, so this week I'm reviewing Super Eurobeat Volume 51. Maybe when we're done here, you can find this on eBay or Discogs. Let's hop into the video. Let's just jump into it, guys. Alrighty, well, welcome back to MandieNRG with none other than me, Mandy. Yay! So, I actually had a video I was working on an outline for this week, and I wasn't driven to record it. I don't know why. Now, guys, would you believe it that most of the songs I've been listening to this week have been from 1994 and 1995 Super Eurobeat. So, one of the most iconic Super Eurobeat volumes from around that time period, in my humble, oh so modest opinion, is Super Eurobeat Volume 51, with what many would probably consider now a totally politically incorrect cover, Super Eurobeat from 1994 and 1995, guys. So today we are going to be talking about none other than Super Eurobeat Volume 51, which was released in December of 1994. But before we get into that fun that I don't even know if you can purchase this guy, because it's like 25 years old. If you're new here, I welcome you again. My name is Mandy. If you feel so inclined by the end of the video, you can subscribe to my channel. You can click the thumbs up button. And when you're all is said and done, I will ask that you write a comment down below with your favorite song from this album. If you're not familiar with Super Eurobeat Volume 51, I don't know what to tell you. There are a couple of real classics on this CD. So let's just get into the info about this album. There are 13 extended mix tracks on this classic Eurobeat CD. All of them are extended mix. This is before Avex switched to the radio edit, aka 4-minute style. Most of these songs are around the 5.5 to 6 minute range. The only two labels present on this CD are ABC and Time Records. It was released in December of 1994. Made in Japan, Avex. I don't know what that was, but I should probably patent it. Okay, so you're probably wondering why, of all the Eurobeat CDs, of the 250 Super Eurobeat series, of the 27 Maharaja Night, High Energy, Revolution, and Other Name series, of the multiple Euromock, of any other possible series I can imagine, why I would choose to review Super Eurobeat Volume 51, a CD that has been discontinued, that's been out of print for years, decades. As I said in my intro, guys, this is an iconic CD in my opinion. I don't know what else to say to you about it. This is one of the first Eurobeat CDs I purchased. As I said, this CD is filled with classic tracks, some of which you've heard of, some of which you may not have heard of, but we're going to divulge right into it. And quite frankly, I'm actually excited and passionate to talk about this CD on my channel. I really can't think of a better album other than SCB 250, which I'll have the review linked up in the cards, guys. You can check that out later. But I can't think of a more iconic Eurobeat album to discuss. So let's jump right in that, eh? First things first, when I rate CDs, I only allow one 10 rating, 10 out of 10. I allow two 9 out of 10 ratings, and then anything else, it doesn't matter. 1 through 8. There's no partial marks, so no 8 plus, no 8.5. It has to have a solid number, whole numbers. I'm not good at math. So the first track on this CD is Like an Angel by Sophie, otherwise known as Alina Ferretti. This is a Time Records track. I have to tell you guys, this is standard Time Records Alina Ferretti fare from the mid-90s. It's a nice song. I'm not hating on it, but it's pretty standard status quo. There are some songs on this CD that really shine, that really stick out. This is not one of them in my humble little opinion. I'm throwing Like an Angel by Sophie a 7. It is a good track. It's a solid track. It is not something that shines on this album. There's not much that sticks out to me. I don't know what else to say. Track number 2, So Much in Love by Queen of Times, otherwise known as Alina Ferretti. I actually like So Much in Love more than Like an Angel. I think that the style that seemed to go with the Queen of Time's alias was definitely a little bit more in tune with my tastes.
However,
it doesn't move me. There's nothing about this track that stands out and makes me think it's a wonderful song.
It's fine.
It does its job. It's better than Like an Angel, but for different reasons, I'm gonna have to give it a 7 out of 10. Good song. Definitely not writing it out here, guys, but it's not my gig. Track number 3. This is Hot Legs by Joe Foster, aka Thomas Marin. Okay, back in the day, everybody thought this song was by Gino Correa, as apparently I say Korea, and it's Correa, and I am incapable of pronouncing things in Italian, nonetheless. I was the one that figured out initially this was by Thomas Marin and put it on the record, this is by Thomas Marin. I remember the first time I heard it, because it took me back a little bit. This is just a funny, over-sexualized Eurobeat song from the mid-90s. Thomas Marin has a lot of these songs in the mid-90s. It kind of went with the whole tone of his voice, with the whole character of the MandieNRG Man alias. This is under Joe Foster, as I said, not MandieNRG Man, but nonetheless, it kind of flows. This is a fun song. I don't know what else to say. Hot legs, open up, let me see. It's just fun. If you've not heard Hot Legs by Joe Foster, you're missing out on a good Eurobeat track. It's lighthearted, fun, over-sexualized, silly Eurobeat fun by ABC. I said fun like 4 times while describing this song, because that's all it is. It's just good old Eurobeat classic fun. I'm giving this sucker an 8 out of 10. Listen to it. It's a good laugh. And it's a good track. Track number 4, Give Me Back My Money by Tommy K. This is probably not the last time you're going to hear me talk about this song on my channel. So I had a really big struggle between this song and the next song and what to rate them. Because like I said, I can only have 2 9s and 1 10. So I was really debating. I was fighting my inner core. In the end, Give Me Back My Money is a really fun track. This is just about a guy getting pissed off with his ex-girlfriend and telling her to give him back his money. It's just great. This is a good song, guys. This is good old Gino Correa Eurobeat. This is like what he was made to sing in Eurobeat. This is a great song. It's an 8 out of 10. It's a solid track. You know, if this was on any other CD, I'd probably give this a 9 out of 10, but it has to be an 8 out of 10 on here, guys. It has to be an 8 out of 10. It's what I'm demanding of myself. Give Me Back My Money by Tommy K. You haven't heard it, you need to go listen to it when this review is done. Track number 5, we have Shame on You by Robert Patton, aka Gino Correa. Another track from Time Records. Guys, this is just classic mid-90s Eurobeat done right. I remember loving Shame on You. I still listen to this track randomly. I don't know why I'm holding my hand like this. I remember loving this song. I remember listening to this song all the time. I still randomly put on Shame on You. This is just a good, solid Eurobeat track. I'm giving this guy a 9 out of 10. It's about a girl that like uses and abuses a guy and then leaves him, and he's just like, shame on you, shame on your heart. It's a great song. Again, Give Me Back My Money. If you haven't heard these, you need to go listen to them after this video is over. 9 out of 10, guys. Moving on. Track number 6, I Love Disco Dance by Salt and Pepper. Not Salt and Peppa. That would be a copyright problem. It is Salt and Pepper, clearly written out. This is sung by Alina Gobi Frattini. You know, I want to like this song more than I do, but it's not my jam. I Love Disco Dance is a cute track. If you like Alina's 90s vocals, you will love this song. It is a super fun, cute song, but it's just not my jam. It's not. It's by ABC. It's a good song. It's an okay production. Definitely not some of her finer work, in my humble opinion. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. We're moving on to track number 7, Take It Easy by Derek Simmons, aka Thomas Marin. Okay guys, this song back in the mid to late 90s appeared on a bunch of non-stop albums. It even made an appearance on Super Eurobeat Volume 250. I had commentary on this song when Phil and I were reviewing the CD. I actually cut my commentary out. Take It Easy it's highly memorable. Let me put it that way. When you hear Take It Easy, you will not forget that you have heard Take It Easy. How do I talk about this song? There is no arguing that Take It Easy is incredibly catchy. Like, once you hear that chorus, come on, come on, come on, let's take it easy. You can't forget this song. You know the line in the chorus once you hear it. At the end of the day, Take It Easy has never been near my favorite Thomas Marrin song. It has never been near one of my favorite Eurobeat songs. Take it for what it is. You know, it's not a horrible song, but as far as tracks I enjoy by Thomas, or tracks I enjoy in Eurobeat in general, this is just too
silly
sounding in my opinion. It doesn't do anything for me. It's just, listening to it, it's just a reminder as to why I don't really listen to it. Not a bad song. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's an okay track. Should you listen to it? Yes. This is a highly memorable Eurobeat track. It is super iconic of the mid-90s. Track number 8, Another Day, Another Night by Alexis, aka Alina Ferretti. I told you you'd be hearing a lot of her on this CD, I wasn't kidding. So this is our third track by Alina Ferretti on this CD. And it goes in with the other two Alina Ferretti songs on here. Okay guys, this is a time production. How do I explain this song? It meshes in with the two songs at the beginning of this CD. They just kind of like collide and mold together. I do actually think this one is probably the best of the three Alina Ferretti tracks appearing on this CD. She has some amazing Eurobeat tracks. I mean, iconic, redundantly appearing on CDs, perfection, ideal production. The three on here just aren't it. I'm giving Another Day, Another Night another 7. So far we have 3 7s for Alina Ferretti on this CD. Next up at track 9, we have Right Now by GOGO Girls, or Annerly Gordon, otherwise known as Wigfield. Right Now is done by ABC, as you would already assume from the GOGO Girls, and it's pretty much typical Annerly Gordon style at ABC in the mid-90s. It's a good song. I actually listened to it quite a bit, but it's definitely not my favorite Annerly Gordon song with ABC, and it is definitely not my favorite Annerly Gordon GOGO Girls track. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Her vocals are pretty much standard. Like, you think of Annerly Gordon and other songs from ABC, and you pretty much, that's her vocal style in this. It's a well-made song, it's a fun song, it's a good song. It's just, it doesn't stand out, it doesn't shine on the CD. So 7 out of 10. Track number 10, we have Show Me the Way by Mr. Groove, aka Thomas Marrin. This is the third Thomas Marrin song appearing on this CD, and you wonder why I bought it back in the day. Show Me the Way, I wish it could show me a higher rating. Yeah. So Show Me the Way is pretty ABC standard. Mr. Groove as an alias had a couple of really good songs, but I can't say consistently performed. And this goes from the 90s into the 2000s. I was actually struggling on deciding how I wanted to rate Show Me the Way, because it's not a bad song, but the fact of the matter is, Thomas Marrin has some amazing work, and when I'm having to re-listen to a song to remember what it is, so I'm giving this song a 7 out of 10. Again, not a bad song, but it kind of falls in that standard status quo expectation. Moving on. Track number 11, I come at you with Ding-a-Ling by Jilly, aka Clara Moroni. Of all the songs you should know on this CD, Ding-a-Ling is it. It has one of the dumbest Eurobeat titles ever, but is possibly one of the most ideal productions made for Eurobeat. Clara Moroni nails it with this song. Time Records blew it out of the water. It has been released in remade or remixed formats on a couple of different CDs. It's been on countless non-stop mixes and anniversary mixes and whatnot. This is one of the most catchy, Eurobeat songs. I've been listening to this song so much the past 4 days. My brain is like, polluted with ding-a-ling. This is a great song appearing on a solid Eurobeat album from the mid-90s. It gets a 10 out of 10. This is the perfect production on this CD. This song is absolutely iconic for Clara Moroni and for time in the mid-90s. Track number 12, Tonight, I'm Ready, by Lisa Johnson, aka Clara Moroni. And yes, they go back to back on this one, don't they? Unfortunately, Tonight,
I'm Ready
does not maintain the same energy that Ding-a-Ling had. While Ding-a-Ling is essentially a Eurobeat classic and an ideal Time Records production, Tonight I'm Ready is pretty much standard status quo time from the mid-90s. I know not every song can be perfect. What's just unfortunate is they have Clara back to back, and she is a fantastic vocalist, to put it lightly. But this is just not her finest work. I don't think it's the finest production. It's pretty average, as I said. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Again, not a bad track, but just very standard for its time. Now the final song on the album. We have track number 13, Shake Me Up, by MandieNRG, aka Alina Ferretti at ABC, and Alessandra Gotti. I cannot not remember having this in my head. I hope what I said right now just made sense. Silly, fun, light, Eurobeat. It is pretty much what you would think of a combination track. Sort of? Maybe? Not really sure. Once you hear the chorus to Shake Me Up, it's the same plague of hearing Take It Easy by Derek Simmons. You just have it stuck in your head and it is staying there. You better shake me up tonight. It's just fun. MandieNRG only did 3 tracks together. It's a good song. It's a fantastic song. It's a fun old Eurobeat track. I'm giving this one a 9 out of 10. It's just good, classic, fun domino. So if you've been wondering what Mandie's been pretty much stuck on listening to this week, it's been a bunch of the songs on this album. This CD remains, to this day in my mind, one of the most iconic Eurobeat CDs I've purchased and I've listened to in full. There is a lot of average mid-90s status quo, standard music on this CD. I don't hate it. I can listen to the CD all the way through, and I enjoy it. If you ever have the privilege of finding it on Discogs or on eBay, I would suggest you consider picking up Super Eurobeat Volume 51. I've owned this copy for a long time. It's been mine. Alrighty guys, well we reached the end of this video. Throw your comments down below. Out of the 13 tracks on this CD, which one do you think is the best? Or what song do you think is the most interesting, most memorable? I love Super Eurobeat Volume 51. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I will catch you in the next video. Tell me what you thought of this Eurobeat CD review format. Just because I think I owe it to you. Fresh and clean. My baby beside me. Honey, come and give me all that I know. For your love. Open up. You take me high, high, high. Baby, please. Oh, give your love to me. Bye-bye.